So however you want to sit. Hi, Lois. Our Manipura Chakra, Loving Kindness Thursday. Let's bring our awareness to that Manipura Chakra just below the sternum, above the navel, that solar plexus region of the body. Manipura means lustrous gem. Lustrous gem. It's governed by the fire element. As we talked on Tuesday, it's that transformation, that purification that comes with fire. It's our healthy ego to fulfill our soul's purpose in this physical body. Let's drop into our sacred space together, guys. Maybe feel yourself in the room that you're in. And imagine that all of your surroundings within the room, outside the room, are here to give you loving kindness. Everything around us is here to support us in our awakening and in our transformation to the highest version of ourselves. Let's breathe in and out for a few moments in silence. And then say out loud or to yourself, may I be filled with loving kindness. May I feel secure in my purpose. May I have balance. May I be loved. Maybe one of those resonates with you more than another today. And if so, just imagine with each breath, with each movement, that it's amplified within your being. Just kind of programming that into ourselves, into our consciousness and our awareness. And now our next few rounds of breath, feel the body expand forward, and the back, and the sides outward. Feeling a nice globe of breath within. Now on your next inhale, let's lift the chin to the sky, drop our head back. We're just gonna kind of open and close the mouth. So letting the jaw, that low jaw, kind of drop down. And we might feel a little stretch on our neck. So the head is dropped back and we're just gonna open and close the mouth. As if we were chewing. And now after you close that jaw, let's drop the chin to the chest. And then just kind of Bring that chin to the left and the right. Maybe subtly, maybe you go all the way towards that shoulder. The upper back, that low neck, getting a little bit of awareness. And now let's bring that chin forward. Yeah. And now bring that chin over towards that right shoulder. And maybe just tilt that right ear back just a little. Maybe notice it across the top of that left shoulder, from the left shoulder to the behind that left ear. Maybe tilting or adjusting that neck just so. And let's bring the chin back to neutral so the gaze is forward. Let's drop our head back again and do that chewing motion with the head back. And then bring the teeth together. Drop the chin to the chest. And then just sweep that the chin over to that left shoulder. Maybe tilt the ear. Giving a little bit of awareness to the top of the right shoulder and into the kind of a line from the shoulder to behind that right ear. And let's bring our chin back to neutral, gaze is forward. Bring our arms out like a T. Bring the the shoulders all the way up to the ears. And then just shrug them down to the floor, just so the hands could drop. We'll do it again, shoulders to the ears, kind of like a scarecrow, I guess, kind of it looks like. On an exhale, drop the hands down, shoulders come down. And then we'll roll the shoulders up, back and down. Or up, forward, and down. And then bring the shoulders to neutral. Let's bring our arms out in front, interlace the fingers, and then flip those palms forward. And if that doesn't really feel good, you can just kind of let the fingers be loosey-goosey and press the palms forward. Otherwise, interlace the hands and drop the chin to the chest, kind of round as if you were coming into a cat back. Chin to chest, palms reach forward. Drop the chin down, round the spine. And then we'll inhale to bring the shoulders underneath the elbows as we reach the palms to the sky. Press through the hands and then drop that chin to chest again. Keep the fingertips extended, the palms to the sky. Bring the chin to neutral and then lean over towards the right. Keep that left sit bone grounded as we do a little side bend. And then exhale, come through the middle, rock over to the left. Keep that right sit bone grounded. Still press through the palms if it feels okay. And now let's bring it back to the middle. And let's gently release those fingers and let those hands float down. We're noticing the nuances along the arms as the energy flows in a different direction. Maybe hands come to the ground. Let's breathe in. And then exhale, let's walk those hands behind us. Bring the left arm in front. It can shine forward. You can gaze over the right shoulder to the back or to the left thumb in front. A little bit of a twist in the spine. And then we'll exhale, lift the right hand off the ground, bring the right hand forward, bring the left hand behind us, extend the right palm forward. The gaze is back or it can be forward. Breathing in and out. And then bring that gaze back towards the front. Unless it's there already, then bring the left hand to meet the right. And let's drop those hands in front of us. Come into a tabletop. Maybe notice the sensation in the shoulders, the elbows, and down the arm as we plant the hands into the ground. And now let's maybe turn the fingertips towards the long edges of the mat. So left fingertips to the left, right fingertips to the right. Bring the knees into a distance apart that feels comfortable. And let's just sway towards the left and the right. Maybe feeling a stretch along the wrists, along the inside of that forearm. Going back and forth. Maybe we draw awareness now to the torso, that Manipura Chakra, this fire element within, aiding our transformation. Now let's shine our fingertips forward, bring the hips still, so fingertips point forward, curl the toes under. Let's lift up to downward facing dog. Feel the hands ground, the hips lift, maybe the gaze is towards that solar plexus chakra, that lustrous gem. Let's inhale. And then exhale, let's drop the knees, walk the hands far forward, coming into puppy. We're going to start a nice gentle flow. Let's keep the left hand forward. Maybe bring it into the middle, more in line with the middle, and then sweep the right hand back. Maybe the right hand comes to that low spine, or maybe just reaching in the direction of the right foot. Breathe in. Exhale, glance up at the hand. Bring the right hand forward. Now bring the hands back into a traditional puppy, melt the heart. Lift the head. Let's find downward facing dog. Press down with the hips up. Ardha Svanasana. For gentle movements with awareness. Exhale, lower the knees. Walk the hands forward. Drop the heart. Puppy pose. Glance up with the hands, bring the palm into the middle, that right hand in the middle this time. The left hand sweeps back, reaching for the left heel or in the direction of the left toes. Same with the heart. Maybe notice the right shoulder blade as we press the right hand down. Breathe in. Exhale, sweep the left hand forward, come into puppy, melt the heart. Inhale, lift the gaze, bring the hands down. Let's curl up to Ardha Svanasana. The gaze towards the navel, breathe in. And now let's lower down, bring the knees down. Let's rock back to child's pose. If that's not comfortable, come onto your forearms and you can just extend your legs back and drop the hips. So if that compressed hip doesn't feel good in child's pose, come into your Sphinx. We'll be here for 3 breaths. Child's pose or Sphinx. And now let's rock forward into puppy. Bring the hands forward, hips over the knees. Left hand in the middle of the mat, the right hand sweeps back. Breathe in. And then bring that right hand forward. Find puppy dog hands, melt the heart for a breath. And then exhale, lift the hips, curl the toes under. Find your downward facing dog. Kind of flowing from our puppy to our downward facing dog. Inhale. And now exhale, lower down the knees. Either rock back to child's pose if that feels okay, or come into your Sphinx with those hips dropped and lift the heart. 3 breaths wherever you're at. Nice job, ladies. And then your next breath, bring the hips over the knees, walk the palms forward, melt the heart, puppy pose. Give yourself a breath in and out. And then bring the right hand in the middle, sweep the left hand back towards that left foot. Inhale. Exhale. And then bring the left hand forward, find puppy once again. Inhale. Exhale, good. And now let's rock forward, bring the hands underneath the shoulders, hips are now over the knees, step the right foot between the hands, let's curl the toes of the left foot under. And now let's maybe angle the toes towards the long edge, ground that heel, press the right foot down, let's rise up. The right knee can be bent a little or a lot. So maybe you step forward more into a lunge, or you kind of bring the feet closer together. So it's just a slight bend in the knee. See what feels good for your balance. And now let's shine that Manipura Chakra forward. Let's breathe in and breathe out. Yeah, really nice. One more inhale. And now let's exhale to straighten that front leg and bring the hands maybe to find opposite elbows behind us. And if that's not accessible, bring those hands kind of to the back pockets or that low back. And we're going to melt into our pyramid pose. Let's bring our awareness to our 3rd chakra, Manipura, that lustrous gem. And then when you're ready, exhale to fold forward. And pause at any point. And let's bring our awareness to Manipura in all that we are. Just like a pyramid might often be a storage house for jewels, we have this jewel within us that is our purpose. So tapping into that with balance today, feeling secure in our purpose and balanced in our ego. Let's exhale to rise back up to pyramid. With the arms extended overhead, release them from the back, reach them up, up, up. Straighten that front leg. And now let's bring our arms out in front of us. The right arm forward and bring that left hand back towards that left shoulder for that archer pose that we do sometimes. Taking aim at our purpose. Let's feel secure in our feet. Feel balance in our feet. As we exhale to bring that right hand towards the side. Keep the hips forward. Just the chest. Maybe that jewel turns just a little towards the right. Find stability here. Breathe in. On an exhale, begin to bring that right hand forward in the same direction as the right toes towards the front of the mat. Let's release that left hand down towards that left leg and then reach the right arm to the sky. Give ourselves a little back bend here. Inhale and exhale a couple of times here. And then we'll exhale, bring that right arm to aim forward. Wrist kind of in line with shoulder. And that left hand back up to the left shoulder. And then we'll twist towards the left, trying to keep those hips forward. Just turning, maybe feeling some heat in the torso. And then we'll exhale, draw that hand back towards the front. Extend that left hand forward so it's next to the right hand. And then bring the hands above the head. Yes, and then we'll surrender over that front leg again. Our pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. Going as far down as you want. Maybe the heart is almost resting on the thigh. Maybe you're in a half pyramid with the back kind of flatter. Let's give ourselves 3 breaths. Feeling balance, security, and just dropping in. Another breath in. Exhale, bend the right knee, step the left foot forward to meet the right. So now we're in a fold, kind of a half fold. Now let's bring our hands to interlace behind us and reach those hands to the sky. Drop the head, pull those hands up. And if that doesn't feel so good, bring the hands to the low back. Maybe pinch the shoulder blades together if it feels okay. Allow yourself to hang. This balance of doing and this balance of being. Let's bend the knees. Kind of drop those hands and sit through a chair as we rise to mountain pose. And then bring hands to the heart. Exhale. Really nice job, you guys. Let's ground the left foot. We wiggle out the knees, roll the shoulders. Feel ourselves in this standing neutral position. And then when you're ready, step the right foot back. The toes maybe face towards a long edge, maybe they face forward. Hips kind of aiming in towards the front of the mat. And then we'll inhale to sweep the hands to the sky. Bend a lot or a little in that front knee. Let's just explore some stability here. So kind of wherever those arms go, but feel those feet nice and stable. And then when you're ready, give yourself a breath in. And then we can exhale to straighten that front leg as much as is comfortable so we can fold into this pyramid pose, our Parsvottanasana. And let this side, again, just be its own experience. Every side is different, every day is different, even every breath is different. So whatever it feels like over here is okay. And we all know it doesn't really matter what it looks like at all. We're just feeling into our own body that was created for our soul's purpose. And let's breathe in and out. Now, whenever you're ready, let's rise up. Letting the feet press into the floor, giving us that security. We'll bring our arms maybe up overhead. Feel that stability. And then bring those palms to shine towards one another. Maybe their wrists are in line with shoulders. And let's find that archer pose with the left hand forward and then draw that bow back with that right hand towards the right shoulder. Maybe notice the gentle flame in your Manipura Chakra. When you're ready, exhale over to the left. Hips stay forward. You might notice a little movement in the torso. Twisting back only as far as feels comfortable. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then we'll exhale, bring that left hand to shine in the same direction as that left foot. Inhale. And exhale over to the right. You'll be noticing a different sensation in that right leg as we move towards the right. Breathe in and out. And then exhale, bring the hand forward. Bring the right hand to meet the left, fingertips point forward. Let's exhale, bring the hands maybe to opposite elbows behind us. Shake out the shoulders, shake out the arms. And then maybe come into a half pyramid. You can bend that left knee a little bit or a lot. Maybe you want to let the arms be free and come on either side of the foot or the thigh. Feel that purification of breath and that transformation of breath. One more breath in. Let's exhale to bring the shoulders over the hips. Release the hands. Let that right hand come towards that right leg and reach the left hand to sky. A little back bend here. And then exhale, that left hand is forward. Bring the right hand back behind us. And let's pivot our feet towards the long edge of the mat. Maybe you want to bring some blocks in front under the heart. We're going to do a little twist in our forward fold. Yeah. Drop into this new shape. There's new orientation in the room, in your body. And then bring the arms out like a T again. Let's hinge forward, letting the palms kind of move with the shoulder. Maybe they move back, maybe they move forward. And bring the heart parallel with the ground. See if you can activate your torso, maybe noticing your spine long. Bend the knees a lot or a little bit. And then as you bring the left hand underneath the heart towards the floor, the right arm reaches for sky. Maybe bring it to the low back or the right back pocket, or maybe just reach it high. If you press into the block, maybe feel how the right shoulder blade and the right hand responds as you reach. And then we'll exhale, bring the right hand to the block, and then draw the left arm up towards the sky. Maybe see how it feels if you shift the weight into the ball of the foot, or the entire foot, or the heels. See how that changes your balance. Another breath here. And then exhale, bring that left hand down. Now let's bend our knees and then point the toes towards the corners of the mat. Drop the hips and let's bring our head up nice and slow, guys, because we were just inverted. Bring the head up over the heart again. Maybe, yes, maybe hands to the thighs. And if that doesn't feel good on the hips, you can straighten the legs. Okay, so whether the knees are bent or legs are straight, let's bring our arms out to reach for the short edges of the mat. And we're going to add a little flow here as we just drop the right hand down, the left arm up. And then we'll exhale, come all the way through the middle as we drop the left hand down, the right arm up. And let's just tick-tock through this for maybe 3 or 4 rounds, going at your own pace. Kind of fanning the flame of Manipura as we move. Maybe one more time each side. And let's bring our head over our heart, shoulders over our hips, fingertips reaching long, straighten the legs, bring hands to the hips, point the toes towards a long edge, and hinge forward maybe halfway. Let the heart be parallel with the floor. Drop the left hand to the ground or the block, and then reach the right arm up to sky. Gentle twist. Exhale, bring the right hand underneath onto the block, left arm reaching for sky. And then exhale, bring that left hand down. Let's heel toe our feet together and then drop the hips, come into Malasana, or maybe you come into just a little bit of a sumo squat. We'll be here for 5 breaths. And if it doesn't feel good on that hip, if that feels too compressed, come into a high kneel and kind of draw the hips forward. A high kneel, kind of mini camel. Okay. Bringing awareness to that Manipura. Yeah, really good variations, guys. Just feeling this torso strong. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And I'm going to meet you guys in your mini camel with the hands on the back. Let's bring our shoulders over our hips with the hands to sky. And then we'll exhale, come into that puppy. Hips over knees, melting the heart. And now feeling the heart parallel with the ground, the palms pressing down. Hips to sky. Give ourselves a breath. Let's bring our awareness to our Manipura Chakra. And now lower down the forearms if they're not there already. And let's send our legs long towards the back of the mat. Lower down onto the tops of the thighs, the hips. And we'll lift the heart between the arms, coming into that Sphinx pose again. With the heart lifted. And we're going to relax our glutes so our low back is active. That front of the body, the front of the torso is not as active as that back body. Let's breathe in and breathe out. Now inhale, draw the breath in. And then exhale to lower down onto the low ribs. The ribs, bring the left hand underneath the forehead. Bring the right heel towards the glute. Stick the right hand back, maybe find the foot, and just pull that foot towards the glute. Let's relax the back of the legs. Let this be a passive stretch as we bring the foot towards the heel with that right hand. Let's inhale. And then exhale, lower that right foot down to the ground with control. Bring the right hand kind of underneath the face. Send the left hand out to the side like a T. And now if it's comfortable, let's press the right hand into the floor and roll over onto the left side. Find whatever arrangement of the legs feels stable as we just kind of open up the left shoulder by kind of lying on our side with the left arm behind us. And if that feels like too much compression, just come up to a wall and bring that hand to the wall and open up. It's the same idea, just stretching across that shoulder. So if it doesn't feel good on your belly, bring the hand to the wall and then just let yourself open out away from the wall. Let's see another option. And a couple more breaths. One more breath. And now let's exhale, roll over to the stomach. Let the head rest on top of the hands, the forehead on the hands, legs are long. Let the body be neutral, the spine be neutral. Exhale. And then maybe lift the head just a little bit to move that left hand behind us. So left heel comes towards the glute. And then we'll rest on the right hand. Drawing that left foot in. Let everything else be effortless. That right leg is effortless. Even the left leg is truly effortless because our hand is holding it down. Let's breathe in and out. With the breath, we press the stomach into the floor and feel the back. Lift the side body. Inhale. And exhale, gently let that left leg come to the ground. Bring the left hand kind of underneath the face. Bring the right arm out like a T. And then we'll roll over onto that right side, the right arm behind us. Any arrangement with the legs. We're opening across the shoulder. And if it doesn't feel good to lay on the side with that arm behind us, then we just come up to the wall. Press the hand into the wall. And then just kind of turn away from the wall at whatever comfort level is good. With the arm and the shoulder. Let's see if we can find some stillness here. Opening up all across the torso today. From the shoulders to the hips. Giving ourselves 2 more breaths. Final breath. And let the breath go. Gently roll over onto your stomach. If you're at the wall, come onto your stomach. Lay your head on your forehead on your hands. Let's breathe in. Exhale, let the breath go. And now from here, we'll come into our reclined tree. So maybe you stay on your stomach and you bring that right knee out to the side, the right foot kind of towards that left leg. Or if you want, roll onto your back and find your reclined tree. The left leg long, the right knee out to the side, whether you're on the stomach or on your back. Gentle reclined tree. Maybe you bring your arms overhead in your tree, or you rest your hands on your hips. Face down or face up for retreat. And then on an exhale, if you're on your back, bring that knee to the sky, extend the leg long, and then bend that left knee, left foot comes in, and then the knee drops out. If you're on your belly, just send that knee out to the side. If you're on your stomach, make sure you're relaxing your right leg, your right glute. Coming into connection with ourselves in our still tree. And one more breath in. And we'll exhale, send the left leg long. Give ourselves 1 breath here. If you're on your stomach, let's roll over onto the back. If you're on the back, remain on your back and we'll meet on our backs together. Let's hug our knees into the chest, maybe rock side to side, massaging the low back. And now bring those knees over the hips, and let's gently drop those hips over to the right. Coming into our twist gently. You can extend the legs long, or you can keep the legs bent. In our gentle twist, winding down. Maybe softening our gaze, closing our eyes. The slowing of the breath, allowing us to become more aware of the transformation that lies within with this Manipura Chakra. On an exhale, maybe that right hand comes to the floor, the palm, as we bring those knees through the middle. You can hug them into the chest and into the sky. And when you're ready, drop the knees over to the left. Without rush, if there's anything you want to do in between, lifting the shoulder blades off the ground. And then gently coming into the twist on the left. Feel the breath on the back of the body, the front of the body, and the sides. One more breath in. And then exhale, maybe plant the palms on the floor to support us as we bring the knees to the middle. And then whenever you're ready, sending the legs long. Finding Shavasana. If there's anything that you'd like to give yourself in the meantime. Really nice job, guys. I'm going to chant our Om Namah Shivaya 3 times as we transition into our Shavasana. It's our mantra for transformation. Just allow it to fill your space as we drop into this resting pose. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Scanning the body and allowing everything to be as effortless as possible. Relaxing that jaw that we began to move first thing. The shoulders rest, the shoulder blades rest, the back rest. Let yourself be renewed with balance as we rest. Really nice job, guys. Maybe bringing awareness to yourself. Noticing your body and saying out loud or to yourself, may I be filled with loving kindness. May I feel secure in my purpose. May I have balance. May I be loved. Now visualizing someone that you love. See their face, their eyes, and say to that person, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you feel secure in your purpose. May you have balance. May you be loved. Now bringing to mind someone that maybe you don't know very well, you see in passing. Maybe you get emails from that you've never opened. And say to that person, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you feel secure in your purpose. May you have balance. May you be loved. And now bringing to mind someone that maybe you don't always get along with, or it's more challenging to get along with. And say to that person, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you feel secure in your purpose. May you have balance. May you be loved. When you're ready, make your way to a seated position, or maybe remain in loving kindness on your back. You can bring hands to your heart and maybe place them over Manipura Chakra. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Namaste.